Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So back on with the slightly less rusty Clubman estate again. In this episode we're going to get the outer seal on, but I have done a few bits and pieces off camera which I'll show you. You might be able to pick up that I still haven't done this repair here. I do have a slight bit of steel that I started playing around with, and it will go in there. I'll make it fit in there. But you can see now the outer seal, I've prepped it off camera. It's got all the holes drilled for plug welding, and what we're about to do is put some colour on the inside of it, because you know that we love some cavity paint as classics. So what we've got on here is zinc primer to protect it. All the inside zinc primed, all the inside is seam sealed as well. So the inside of the car is completely protected, which is basically what it wasn't before, because of the fact it had been sheeted over all the original stuff and then just literally covered with an O-seal. There was nothing in, there was literally no paint inside because there wasn't anything to paint. So obviously inside here is going to be sorted now. Looking underneath it, it fits really nice, this sill. Needs a bit of playing around with at the back, but it's not bad. It's a Hadrian sill, so it's a slightly longer one as well, obviously for the longer wheelbase Mini. And you'll notice it's a slightly wider one. It goes slightly further under the floor. It's not an oversill, obviously I wouldn't put one back on, but you will notice it's just a slightly wider one. But it's really nice, it fits lovely. Nice open flutes, we can inject some wax up in there. Yeah, really happy with how it's fitting so far. So obviously when I bring you guys in, you'll see that you know, it's just literally sat in place because we're about to take it off and paint it. But I'm happy with it so far, so let's bring you in. So you can see obviously there's a gap there, obviously a big gap there where that panel's going to go in. It kind of needs to go this way a little bit more, the panel, because the floor welds along there, the flitch panel and the doorstep, they weld along there, so it just needs to come forward a hair. But you'll see that it's got all nice open flutes, it fits really nice, really happy with it. So obviously if we can get wax up inside all them, I've drilled all the holes for the plug welding. It should weld really nice. You can see how much of the floor has been replaced. It's all the way past that sill. It's bare basically. It's an inch past the flute. So it's looking really nice under here now. I mean, you've seen, if you haven't already, go and check out the episode before. But obviously it's even got, because of this panel's kind of a remake of the original, it's even got a slinger for the jacking point and stuff like that. Not that I'd ever jack a Mini up on there, but yeah, it's looking good. Quite happy with it. So let's get you along inside. And on the inside, so I said I wanted to re-drill this hole, so that's now matching. It literally looks as it was, and obviously I've got a seam weld through the centre of there, which I've started to lynch back, but I'm not going to go mad with it. Yeah, we're really happy. So you can obviously see the gap there, that needs sorting out, and then obviously that's all welded on and it's all done there. Literally not going to do anything with this yet until we've got the seal on, because you're going to see heat penetration coming all the way through here, because basically the new seal comes up to there. An original seal will go to about there. It's literally got like, I don't know, it's literally not even an inch longer, but they're just slightly wider. I think it's just because they're Hadrian seals. I don't think they make panels anymore, that company. Drop in the comments below if you ever see them, but the seals and panels for this car I bought a long time ago. So, but yeah, pretty happy with it. I mean, it's so much better than it was. Right, so in true garden paint job tradition, all primed up. I've masked off obviously the area that I want to stay as zinc primer because it's a weld through, and then I've obviously where I don't want paint, so we're going to get this painted up. And then yeah, so this is the teal blue that we got from Paints for You, really good. So that is the paint code if anyone wants it. So yeah, really good company. This paint goes a long way as well, so I'm hoping this tin will do both the seals and a few other bits, so let's get going. Right, so there we have it. So obviously we're not looking for a show finish there, obviously it's just painted over, but yeah, that's the inside of the seal where it matters, painted. Some people ask what I use for rattle cans. It's literally this, got it from Halfords I think. It's like 4 thread, so you literally just plug your bottle in and it pushes down on it like that. And it's really good. It allows a lot nicer like kind of wrist action with a spray can. But yeah, that ain't too shabby. That's a lot better than what we had. So yeah, we'll let that dry. So that is basically what I look for. So I've got a nice mating point that still has paint on it, zinc roll through primer. So when I do the pulls or weld in the plugs, we know we still got a nice painted sill. So obviously, yeah, you might notice, you know, we're never going to know because it's going to be locked away. It might burn a bit of the paint, but there's still zinc primer. For me, it's just knowing that it's like that inside when I put it on. I've done the best I can, and obviously down that flank as well. So it was never like that from new, and you know, I really just like doing it. I feel like it's a good thing to do for the vehicle. And following on with that tradition, I've done the exact same here. So you can see I've masked off. So that's my line to where my plug welds are going to go. So I've masked back from it. And that's obviously all painted all the way along. So all inside there, it's a seam sealer over the welds. Obviously I've left the seat back anchor and seam sealed that and welded it all back. So it's a welded or seam welded all around it now. But yeah, so just a nice coat of paint. Obviously all that's well through primer anyway. You can kind of see now. So that's obviously all under sill, not rusty floor. It's actually a really good floor, which is annoying because if the oversill wasn't here, the rest of this car would be quite solid. Obviously I'm going to clean like that and I'm going to feather back the stone chip, so black it all underneath and paint the sill body colour. But yeah, happy with that. Let's get the sill on. Right, so that's all welded on. Just saw me do the last few spot welds then. So yeah, I haven't filmed everything. I was a bit stop-starty doing this. But yeah, you can see I've basically done the plug welds. Usually 1, 2, 3, and then I always do like a little stitch along them. It's just, you know, an extra thing. It's not something I'd say, I don't ever do this video say this is how to do it. It's just how I do it, and I feel like it adds a lot more strength. So yeah, sill's completely on. All that's dark over there, so we're using the fur tan on it. It's first pass of fur tan, and we get all that surface rust cleaned up, and then we can obviously start looking at getting this floor all sorted. The last bit to go in there, obviously I'll paint it all once I've done that bit, but yeah, really happy with it. It's a nice penetration on the welds there. So yeah, time to get it all cleaned up. I won't film me grinding it all back because that's a bit boring, but yeah, happy with that. Right guys, I do apologise, this video has been a little bit bitty, but yeah, we have now got that repaired. So seam welded all the way along there, just need to linish it back a bit, but that's now married up to that. So that's the bottom of the flitch, and I've folded it all the way around underneath, so you can see it looks how it would have done underneath. So that just needs tidying up a little bit, but I'm really happy with that. I literally made that out of a bit of the offcut that I didn't use on the floor and just folded it around. So like I said, it just needs to linish back the weld a bit, but that's really nice around there. No sharp edges whatsoever. And I've reshaped this piece, which is always quite good to do. Nice curved edge instead of a sharp edge. So happy with that. So yeah, we are pretty much there with it. So let's have a look on the inside. A massive B. The size of it. On the inside, again, you can see where I've welded all the way along the bottom of it. Obviously seen welded all the way along there. I'm not going to tidy any of that back. I'm quite happy with them welds, they're nice and strong. So what I will do is obviously now clean all of this up. We've got all of this in primer, get all this tidied up. Again, you can see the penetration. This corner of this car is lovely and solid, which I don't think it particularly was before. But yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. So I'm probably absolutely covered in welding dust and grinding dust and stuff like that. So just take this time, just say, if you haven't already, please check out our sponsors in the link description below, Frost Restoration. Yeah, they're really a good company. We're actually waiting on a few bits and pieces, some sandblasting bits to get all the arms and stuff cleaned for the 89 build, so I'm really looking forward to that. Just a little handheld sandblast make life so much quicker, and a bit cheaper in a way, because I won't have to keep spending money on winding, you know, wire wheels and stuff like that, and hurting myself. So, because I've done enough of that this weekend. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this video. Try to film as much as I can, but I am doing it on my driveway. I do have my family around me and stuff like that, so it's quite hard to always film. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's going. This side is absolutely saved. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. So I hope Pete Mate's happy too. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with it. I treat every car, even if I'm doing someone's car that's not mine, I treat it as it was mine, and I'd want it solid and cavity protected and stuff like that. So it's just what I do. I couldn't let it leave knowing it wasn't solid and secure inside. So, but yeah, let's get everything tidied up a bit. Let's start getting some paint on it. So I'm just going to tidy everything back, and I think in this episode we'll finish this episode with some nice stone chip on it, and let's see some colour on that sill, and then we'll guess what? We got the other side. So wind on a few hours of tidying up. What do we all think? Can anyone find the kind of join? I mean, if you look up there, you can just about see it, just where the floor pan folds. But I am so happy with that. Really happy. So I've just got some primer on it now, so you don't want to leave bare metal. Yeah, so happy with that. So if we follow on a look. Drop in the comments, guys, what do you think? So, like I say, these are a slightly wider sill, but there is actually, can't touch it with this, there are vents in them. They're from Hadrian panels. I don't even think they make panels anymore, but they fit so nice. How good that looks. But yeah, really happy with that. So if you haven't seen the previous episodes, go back and check what I started with. I am so proud of that. Absolutely buzzing. I really wanted to get some stone chip on it on this episode, guys, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. I'm running out of daylight, but really happy. So what are we all thinking on that? I think that's come out really well. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the oversills to have taken that much of the floor. My previous experience of them was the sidewalk was quite bad. It still had the original sills in there. But yeah, I'm quite happy. So we used an M machine coarser floor, so just between the first and second flute, if anyone's wondering, or just caught up with this video, go check the other ones out, you'll see the panel and stuff. And it's made by Hadrian. I think it's an old company. I don't know if they still make panels. I might do. Drop in the comments below. I'll Google it in a bit and have a look, because the panels did actually fit really well. But yeah, really happy with it. So I've had to make a bit up at the front, a bit up at the back, but I've done all that now and I'm really happy with it. So I've tried to film as much as I can. Like I say, it's quite difficult sometimes just to get filming done out here, but I'm really happy with it. And I also don't want to bore you with like loads of time lapse and just grinding some welds, because that's boring. But yeah, every step of the way, guys, I'm bringing you in and I'm really enjoying this. This is this side done. All it needs now is some stone chip once that primer is dried. Then we're going to get some colour on the sill, just the sill. And then it's all start over again, do the other side. So if you've enjoyed this video, please drop in the comments below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We've got loads of projects on the way. This is obviously, we're now going to do the other sill, then we're going to sort the wood out, and then we're going to cut and polish it, and then Pete Mate's going to come get it, and then we get our sidewalk back. So quite a lot going on in the background there. Obviously our Clubman, I've got that set of doors to saw. I'm going to sort out the A panel and some bits and bobs like that. How much of that I film, I don't know yet. But yeah, there's quite a lot going on. And obviously in the background we've got the front end still clamped on the 89 that we need to crack on with. So we are getting there, we are doing bits. But yeah, really excited. So please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done already. It really helps the channel out, really helps us get recognised in the YouTube algorithms. And like mentioned, if you've done this before, drop in the comments. Let's have a chat down below. But yeah, really enjoyed this. This is a big step forward. Pete Mate said his updates and he's really happy, so I'm happy with that. I really want this car to look nice, so I'm trying my best with it. So, but yeah, really happy. Time to get some teal blue on it. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram, because you'll see the teal blue before. But if not, I will start the next video with showing you the teal blue and just seeing how it's come out. But basically it's going to be the same as what we did on the Cooper and all my other projects. Some stone chip, some colour on top, mask off the seal so it looks nice. The back on the side of this car is already black, so I'm just going to feather it in, but we'll have a nice teal coloured seal to match the rest of the car, and then we'll stick the rubber trim back on, and hopefully you'll never know it's been done. That's the plan. So yeah, catch you next one, guys. Look after yourselves, and yeah, let's get cutting and grinding in the next episode.